I'm Gretchen Rubin, and this is The Happiness Project. And today I'm going to tell a story. And this is a story that happened to me when my younger daughter was still very little, less than a year old. And of course you try when you have a new baby to make, the other siblings feel, just as loved and pay so much attention to them. But sure enough, I was in my office one day and my older daughter stomps in and says to me, "Oh, nobody pays any attention to me anymore. Everybody just wants to spend all the time with the baby." And my first inclination was to say one of two things. Either to say, "Are you kidding? What about those 13 games of Uno that I played with you last night?" Or to say, "Oh, of course, we love both of you equally." But I remembered something that I had read in a book written by one of my very favorite parenting experts, Faber and Mazlish. This is my very favorite parenting book. They wrote another book called Siblings Without Rivalry. And in it, they make the point that we don't really want to be loved equally. We don't want to be loved equally one of three. We want to be loved specially. We want to be loved uniquely. And they tell a funny story of a young wife who said to her husband, "Who do you love more, me or your mother?" And instead of saying, "Oh, I love you both the same," he said, "My mother is my mother. You're the sexy, fascinating woman I want to spend my life with." That's a good answer. And so when my daughter asked me this question, I said, "You are our own special darling girl. No one can ever take your place or make us forget about you." And that seemed to be what she wanted to hear. She just skipped off. And I think it's a really helpful thing to remember, that people want to be loved specially.